been treating you mean lately?
Mhm.
Okay. Is she only mean with you or the kids as well?
Well, I think it's only me.
What do you mean by mean?
Like, she won't invite me to her house anymore, and I couldn't go to her pool party, and she doesn't talk to me at recess anymore. She just talks to Ellie. That's mean. She's my friend first.
Yeah, I could see how that can be a little bit disappointing when you think she's your friend.
Mhm.
I think it's important for you to know that sometimes that happens in a lot of friendships, and that happens even to adults, even to me. Just recently, I mean, I had a really close friend, and he didn't invite me to a few of his gatherings, and it kind of hurt me a little bit, but I realized something very important is that adults, and just like children, adults, all ages, people have a right to choose who they invite or who they don't invite to their activities. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're being mean or that they want to make somebody feel bad. Maybe sometimes they just forget or things like that. But do you think that maybe she has the right to choose who she invites, Caitlin, to her parties?
Well, when I have my birthday parties, my mom makes me invite my entire class, and I don't even like Joey, and I have to invite him every year. So,
I'm sorry to hear
like,
that.
I mean, if she didn't invite me, and I'm supposed to be her best friend,
Mm-hmm.
like, that means she's really mean, and I invite everybody.
Wow.
So.
Well, you know, you said something very important. You said that your mom makes you sometimes invite people you don't want to.
Mhm.
Do you think it's possible that maybe Caitlin's mom organized the party, and that for some reason she was so busy that she actually forgot to include you?
I don't know if she forgot.
Well,
I just don't think Caitlin likes me anymore.
Okay. Well, that may be a good, more of a good reason for you to talk to your mom about this, because maybe, you know, as you and her talking about it, then that might also be an opportunity for her to talk to Caitlin's mom about it. And so that way, not only are they getting your story and Ms. Jones, but they're also getting Caitlin's story. And that way maybe between your mom, her mom, you know, there could be some sort of resolution to this.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just don't think that her mom's gonna care. 'Cause, you know, she likes Caitlin, it's her daughter, so I don't think Caitlin's gonna get in trouble.
Okay. Quick timer.
Sorry, I almost started
That's
laughing.
alright. I was holding
Ridiculous.
I was holding it big time. But alright, at this point actually I'm a little stuck, cause I was about to move forward about 3 months ago, and now I think I've got myself into a hole again.
Yeah, I think there's definitely an issue here of her, and I may have like missed something. It's quite while I was writing something down. But it sounds like Kate's still okay with what she wrote.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And I think that there's an issue there with like, you know, and figuring out what makes her think that it was okay to write that.
Mhm.
And you're kind of going down that road though, with which because I had written it down,
Mhm.
and then you kind of started going down the road of what was Caitlin doing and other things like that. It's Caitlin, right? That's
Yeah,
your
Mhm.
Caitlin. The other's Ellie.
Yeah,
So-
I think the same thing as far as like what the prioritized problem is the fact that, like she said, yeah, they want me to apologize to her, but I'm not sorry. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and you tried to explore that, and maybe something that might work is to have her put her in that situation and say, you know, if this had been done to you, how would you feel? You know, or because right now she seems not remorseful at all,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and there's got to be a reason for that.
She wronged
That's a
me
very
first.
good idea actually. I should do
Yeah.
a role play. I thought I had the problems prioritized, and I was just trying to define each at this point. So we took care of, you know, the first. That's what I wanted to leave the friend to friend thing last, because I thought that was gonna be
Right.
more serious.
And it probably will.
And yeah, and I just figured if we don't get to that, at least it's something we can get to the next session. But I got stuck because I was going that route, and then I just suddenly got stuck because I said, you know, I'm talking to an elementary school kid, and I can't be as direct as I can maybe with you know, middle school or high school.
Oh, you
So-
can be even more direct. Kids can take it.
Well, yeah, maybe. But so I wasn't sure how to get around that, not like Tyler said, not feeling remorseful. Like, how do I do it? So I just figured, well, sometimes when, from, you know, my working in middle school, elementary school as a teacher instructor, 3 years, as an instructional aide, 3 years, I learned that sometimes you just have to let the adults take over, you know? And that's what I was trying to get to here, but I
But you're
didn't want
also
to be too
trying to
direct
teach
about it.
her. You're also trying to teach her problem solving
Yeah,
skills,
I am.
so that this doesn't happen in the future.
Right.
Because what she did is the problem, not
Right.
what her mom did. You know?
So I think that's a perfect, or not perfect, but that's a very good suggestion, to just do the role play. And hopefully that way we can maybe move to the third. Alright, excellent. Okay, let's go. Okay, Kate, thank you. Here's an idea I have. How about we imagine that you are Caitlin, and you put yourself in her shoes. How would you feel if Caitlin, now in your shoes, would be reacting like you? Like meaning that, let's say Caitlin wrote something.
She wrote something
that,
mean?
That she wrote something mean, and that she was saying that it was true, and she did not feel bad at all about it. How would you
Well,
feel?
then I would never talk to her again.
Yeah. And you think that would be the best solution?
Mhm.
Even though it's possible that you might be in the same class again next year, same teacher. maybe.
Yeah, because then she really is not a good friend.
Okay. But would you not talk to her again and be okay with that without being angry, disappointed, feeling betrayed, feeling jealous, those kinds of things? I mean, is this a decision you're making just because you're feeling emotional again?
Well, it would make me angry, and then I don't think you should be friends with somebody who makes you angry.
Well, what if there's a misunderstanding?
If she wrote that about me, I think I would understand that she doesn't like me.
Okay. Well, I can't tell you what to do if you don't want to be friends with her anymore. That happens often with kids. And that's fine if you want to go, would you want to decide that? And I think it might even be okay to talk to your mom about that, because your mom might also give you some, some feedback or advice about that. And I encourage you to maybe consider not taking that route, and just consider maybe instead first talk to your mom about it, and also think a little bit more about your friendship that you've had with Caitlin over the years, and think if it's worth not being friends with her because of maybe one episode, one thing that happened that might have been a misunderstanding, or might have been as a result of your emotions, really more than negative emotions instead of positive. Just think about these things. I can't tell you what to do, but if you want to do that for today, in the next few days, that's up to you to decide. But I think it's very important that you talk to your mom, and that you follow through with what we said about Miss Jones and things like this. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
And I will get back to this at the end, make a comment, but I want to also talk a little bit more about them, you and Caitlin now.
Mhm.
So far, it seems like you just don't want to talk to her at all.
Well, I'm really mad at her because she didn't invite me to her party, and
And I can understand that.
Yeah.
I totally understand that you're upset and you're mad. Again, I just want to remind you that it's possible that there might have been a misunderstanding or a mistake, and that's why you weren't invited. Just consider that. But also, what about Ellie? Are you gonna not talk to Ellie at all?
she's not really my friend anyway, so no.
Okay. Are you still mad at Ellie?